Truth and Mastery, day one. Hey, Tim Francis here. Okay, this shoulder has been getting worse and worse every single day that's gone by, and I don't know why. We're gonna solve that. Secondly, today I'm actually helping my girlfriend start a new business, and we'll talk a little bit about that. I'm gonna help her with some new skills. Thirdly, going to a party tonight here in Austin for a good friend of mine. Let's dive in. So let's begin with this shoulder, and I got a great tip for you here. I have a degree in kinesiology, and I was a college athlete, and so I've been through plenty of cycles of injuries and then healing and injuries and healing. So I've gotten to know my body pretty well. This injury, though, has been the strangest thing. There was no one moment. It's not like I crashed a bicycle or I overworked a certain body part at CrossFit or something like that. It literally just like shades of gray suddenly became a big, big problem. And I've always said that diet matters, exercise matters, but stretching also really, really matters. And so often we just don't do stretching. I'm the weirdo who's in CrossFit class for like 30 minutes after class is over, and I'm just going through a full stretching routine. Yet here I am, and this isn't, like, stretching's not helping. And so I called my favorite physical therapist here in Austin. His name's John Key, total stud. If you ever need to get put back together, he's the man. And he's come over for a few sessions, and the shoulder was bothering me and a couple other things. And like usual, he was able to solve the issue with, all my ailments, like oftentimes within 1 or 2 sessions. This shoulder, though, this is our third session, and man, it just did not seem to be making the kind of progress that normally I see when I work with him. So I'm thinking to myself, dang, what could this be? And I'm thinking through the ergonomics of my life. I'm like, am I sleeping funny at night? Do I have bad form when I'm doing push-ups when I'm working out? Maybe. But then it dawned on me just yesterday. I'm looking at you right now. This is a camera that's sitting atop my big computer screen. To my left, right over here, is my main laptop that plugs into the main screen. And wouldn't you know it, oftentimes when I'm deep in thought, or I have like a thorny client issue I'm working on with my client, guess who leans on their left shoulder just like this, so that I can look at this screen and think and think and think. So our first solution today is I'm just going to flip the side. So big monitor gets moved over, laptop gets moved over. I hope it doesn't mean that I lean on this shoulder now and now I screw this shoulder up as well. I have a feeling more likely what's going to happen is this is going to heal. I'm going to become more conscious of both shoulders, and I just won't lean as much and everything will get solved. So if you have aches and pains in your body, I have a very, very interesting idea that you may want to think about the ergonomics of your day. Let's get this fixed. All right, so we are meeting up with Faye. She's just over here. I'll introduce you in a second. And we're actually taking her to the social room of my apartment so that we can work on some video skills. She recently left corporate America, wants to be a full-time entrepreneur. She's just a few weeks into her journey. Whoa, there she is. And I'm 15 years into my journey, so the goal here is to help her get on her feet and get going. And I think that this phase and stage of being an entrepreneur for her is very much about just learning a ton of different skills and then stacking those together and not being too worried about exactly what her business is going to be. So today, we're going to learn some videography skills just for her. All right, so this is Leslie. She is my girlfriend.
Hi.
All right, so we'll learn more about her in the coming episodes. For now, what are we learning today?
So I'm going to be setting up equipment for like a podcast and an interview, and I need more practice setting that up, tearing it down, but I'm going to practice with lighting for 2 people.
So specifically, I don't want any noise from anyone about me not helping her set up. Normally, I like to think of myself as a very chivalrous guy who helps with everything. And she specifically said she wants to get some reps today. So you're going to see her working, and I'm off the hook, right?
Yeah. I said, just let me be so I can do this by myself and get some reps.
Awesome. All right, mission somewhat accomplished. We discovered that we're missing some stuff. But that's why we test things, right? That's a great tip if you're doing any kind of video or production or business of any kind, is do your best to test this equipment ahead of time, because it's just amazing. It's like, oh, I'm missing a zip tie. I'm missing a power outlet. It's incredible how fast one little thing like that can mess things up. So test run, that's the answer. All right, last part of the day, off to party this evening, and a little bit of a so-so date for me. I just kind of felt uncomfortable all day, but that's okay. My sports psychologist, she's worked with a lot of pro athletes. She taught me that even pro athletes typically have a bunch of B days with A moments. And so I think for me, it wasn't as productive as I wanted to be, but we try again tomorrow. And if I can string together enough B days with some A moments here and there, it all averages up.